everybody, and welcome back to the pre-production meeting. This is episode 44. This is the podcast where we talk about film news, the progress in us making our own films. I am your co-host, Josh Urquhart.
And I'm your other co-host, Daniel Cugola.
Dan, welcome back to the pod, my friend. It has been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
What's been happening, brother?
Bits and pieces have been happening.
Yeah, bits and bobs.
Yes, lots to talk about.
Yeah. Most of it in the personal life, professional life. What are we saying?
Yeah, not so much in terms of working on my script because I'm lazy like that.
Wow.
No. I was prioritizing getting a job because films cost money.
That's
I
hey.
needed to fund my film.
Exactly. And did you get a job?
I did. I acquired a job. So
Congratulations.
Round of applause.
Oh shit! Sorry, they don't have the applause thing anymore.
Yeah, well, we'll give it a little.
Yeah,
clap for Dan.
You can add that in post.
Yes.
Thank you. Dan, how's it been?
Good. So I've had my first week at this new job at a warehouse.
Yep.
So it's a pretty basic job, which is actually what I wanted because I wanted something that's not too demanding, so I can come home and be able to work on my script and my film without feeling too drained.
And doesn't train your creativity either.
Exactly right. So the hours are pretty good. So it's a casual job, which means I can take off time whenever I wanted.
Perfect.
Which is exactly what I needed.
Yep.
And the hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, so I have the whole afternoon to do whatever I need to do.
That's
so
awesome.
That's Monday to Thursday, and then on Friday I finish at 1 p.m. So I finish even earlier.
Perfect. Do you find yourself being drained though by the afternoon? Like, are you a bit tired?
Oh, I mean, it's been the first week, so I've sort of just been relaxing and I understand now why people have a beer after work.
Oh my god, Dan!
I just came home on the first day. I was like, oh, I could go for a beer.
Because you're doing like labor, eh?
Yeah. So it's what we do is we make switchboards.
Okay.
So we're in a factory and there's I think they have around 150 people employed right now, and everyone's in different sections and it's from start to finish. At the start, people putting together the wiring and all that stuff. But
yes.
I quite like where I am because I'm at the end, which is you're assembling the stuff and then putting it into crates to ship it away.
Yeah, it's like the old question of where would you be on the human centipede, you know?
Yes. One could say that. I don't know why your mind went there.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know either, eh?
But I'm right at the bum, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough, mate. And do you agree? Because you quit your job to go full time with film. Do you now think that it's always good to have an income to fund your film? What do you reckon? What do you say to the people that are quitting their jobs to go do it?
Yeah, this is an interesting thing because obviously, you can see how it turned out for me. I quit my job and tried to pursue film, and it's sort of. I wouldn't say it didn't work out. I definitely learnt a lot, and I'm glad I had that time.
Yeah.
I also had the luxury of being able to take that time. A lot of people don't.
Yeah.
So never do. But I think one thing I learned about freelancing is that you need to have a particular skill that you're very confident with.
Yeah.
For example, say you're a first AC and you go and freelance.
Yeah,
we've talked about this, but
makes sense. Yeah.
People are going to call you up and be like, hey, I need a first AC, you know what I mean? Whereas I think I went wrong because I just wanted to do everything.
But also you wanted to direct.
Yeah.
And people ain't going to be calling your phone to direct.
That's exactly right. But I think for me, I was trying to figure out 300 different ways to get into directing. I was trying to branch out, whereas I should have just picked one path to get in, which is what I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to try and specialize. Because I think what happened was I tried to do the whole thing of getting into different crew roles in order to get into the film industry. I didn't want to waste my time. I wanted to stay in the industry and then eventually work my way to directing. But what I found out is that if you're going to be working on a film set in any capacity, it's hard. It's really long hours. You have to be the best there. Otherwise, they're going to just call up a better AC or a better whatever. And you need to put your heart and soul into it.
And you're not always getting paid.
Yeah, a lot of the time you're not. And to be honest, I don't know if I could do that professionally long term in a role other than directing.
Yeah.
Because it's something like AC, I did that at film school for different films and stuff. And that was fun. That was cool. I enjoyed it. But it's a little bit too robotic for me.
It's not creative enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And you need that passion to help you along that like year's journey
Yeah.
of if you're working on a film.
Exactly right. And it's like something like the warehouse, sure, that's a very repetitive automatic job as well, but the hours are way more manageable, and like you can switch off, you know, you can turn off your mind, and like it's automatic, so you're just going around drilling things in. And
can you listen to music or anything?
So you used to be able to, but they changed the rule literally the week I started working there.
People get injured or something?
Yeah, like, because there are things like alarms go off and stuff like that, or people trying to talk to you. But
just jamming, bro.
Yeah, but some people do the sneaky and have like one earphone in.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm not going to attempt that.
Just yet.
But yeah, honestly, like, I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would. Because,
good, man.
As you know, I'm a man who likes to get my hands dirty.
As yes, you have said, ladies, listen up.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, but genuinely, it's very gratifying. Like, you know, having a day of work where
Sorry.
It is gratifying, like doing physical labor, and then I prefer that to like an office job.
Sorry, yep, professional.
Yeah.
No, fair enough, man. And hey, you're earning an income now. Do you feel more like kind of stable?
It is. It's definitely nice having that, that fear of like not having enough money or being able to afford things. Like it's a relief having that off my shoulders as well.
So how were you funding? How were you thinking of funding stuff? If like when you didn't have a job, were you just gonna duck into your savings?
Well, I had savings, and then like I was doing a bit of freelance work, but
you were,
because I wasn't, as I said, you got to really push for one thing if you want to do that. Even if you do like freelance photography, you need to like get really good at it.
You know what And I think that's what it is, man. Like, people, I was having this conversation last night. I went to a party. Yeah, I went to a party.
No
Can
way.
you believe that? I know, right? But I was talking to one of my girlfriend's friends, and her brother is at afters right now. He's 19. And she was like, do you have any advice for him? I'm like, I'm not this, like, Master Uruguay at the moment, right? But, like, you know, there's a lot of things that I wish I had when I was 19, and advice was one of them. And you know, especially like going through high school, I wish I had some kind of like guidance and just something to follow. I did it all myself, but I said to them, and this kind of like goes with what you were saying, I think the quitting the job thing works if you want to specialize in one particular thing that you're going to be making money from. But he wants to direct and he wants to write. And I just relayed a piece of information that I heard from Ryan Johnson, which I say over and over again. It's like, especially if you're a director, you've got to make stuff. And that's all it is. And I think right now, if you want to be a director, and this has worked for me and it will work for you as well, is like having that side job that you can earn money from that to reinvest in yourself, you know, and make stuff, because bro, no one's going to take you seriously. We've talked about it. No one's going to take you seriously unless they've seen stuff that you've made. And I think that's what it is. If you want to be a director in this industry, it's about earning money, putting it back into yourself, investing in yourself, and making stuff. Do you agree?
Absolutely. But it's like, some people also don't have the luxury to do
that.
So
100%.
It's hard. But
it's very hard, yeah.
I think you have to make do with what you've got, you know? Even if you're putting aside, like, I don't know, a few $100s here and there. Just make the smallest thing you can and, like, hone your skills. And I've had a very... Yeah, this is something I want to actually talk about.
Let's do it.
Let's go into it.
Just go into it.
So, yeah, there's something I want to talk about that's sort of like, I feel like the accumulation of a 6-year journey, if not longer.
Okay.
So, as you know, at the start of this year, I was very anxious about like where I was in the industry, and like I was 23 at the time, I'm 24 now, and I felt like I wasn't as far as I wanted to be in the industry, and I was like, it just looked like there was a big mountain ahead, and I was still at base camp, and I hadn't started climbing yet, and I was getting overwhelmed. And I was like, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not cut out for this, and all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, when I remember being young and, like, having these aspirations, like...
You still are young, my friend.
Yeah, but, like, you know, real young.
Okay,
like, I was like, when I'm 21, I want to go to LA. I want, like, you know... Everyone has all those dreams and stuff, and then you get older, and sometimes you realize you're just not in a position where you can do that. And the thing is, it is a lot of luck. Like, it's a small amount of people that make it. And I remember hearing this so many times, you know, from different people throughout film school and everything. It's a hard industry, it's this and that. And it just made me angry. I just didn't want to hear from people how difficult it is, because it's like, I wanted it really bad and I just wanted to keep pushing. And when you want something bad enough, you just sort of try and block off what people say and you go for your goal. So I had that as a kid. I was like, yeah, I love this. I'm passionate about filmmaking. I want to keep going for it. So that's where I was when I was young.
Yep.
And then I hit that point at the start of this year where I was like, I'm at the point now where I need to be making steps and it's very difficult. And I feel like I'm not getting where I want to be. And that's what made me feel really anxious and scared and worried and stuff. And I think I had this whole idea that like, to be a successful filmmaker or to make films, you need to be making capital gain from it as well.
Sure.
Like you need to be making money. And I think it was very much...
I remember you,
That's always been a big thing for me. I've always been very business minded. And I'm like, if I'm going to make a film, I want it to gain traction. Because I want it to be my career. I want to do this for a living. Yeah. Which like, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. And like, it's not like I only wanted to make films to make money. It's just like I wanted to be able to... Yeah, I wanted to be able to live and I wanted to be able to make films. But I think recently now, starting at this warehouse job, I sort of stepped back and looked at it from a different point of view. And I realized like, you know what? I love filmmaking. And no matter what happens, I'm going to make films for the rest of my life because I love it. And I don't care if I don't make a single dollar from it ever. It's just something that I love so much that I want to keep doing it no matter what. And I don't know, it was really, really nice to just come to that realization. And like just to have the love, because I would hear people talk about this all the time and it didn't click for me. I was like, yeah, I get that, but I want to make a living off of blah, 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 blah.
I remember having these like back and forths with you when we first started connecting, and you had that mindset of money, money, money. Yeah. So it's good to hear, man.
And now, it's, sorry to interrupt. It's
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, go.
It's just now it's like, I realize that I'm only really happy in my life when I'm making things.
Same, brother.
And so to be happy, I just want to keep making films, and that's it. And I feel like
I feel that
it was almost like a character arc or something. You know what I mean? Like development. You know, like it was. I had the grieving stage when I hit my lowest point. Yeah. And now I've sort of come up, and I'm hitting like this Zen moment where I'm like, everything is perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
Yeah, no, I just, and it felt really nice to come to that realization and just be like, I'm doing it now because I love it, not because I want something more from it. And you know, some of the best artists that have ever lived, you know, never made $1 off their work.
Exactly, brother.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that what you're not making isn't worth making.
Especially when you're in these like come up times, you ain't gonna be making money for a good while. Especially if you're a director. If you're a cine, sure, you're gonna be making money. If you're a director, you got to be willing to. Oh, bro, I'm so glad you came to that realization, because I truly believe that hunt for a capital gain return can only take you so far, and only push you so far into the journey in which passion will carry you even further and push you through to that. But that's so good that you came to that, brother. Yeah. Is it like a weight almost lifted off your shoulders?
It was. It was a strange, like peaceful kind of feeling.
Good, mate.
Because it was just like, because as I said, this is years of anxiety that I felt about like not being enough and not being in the place where I felt like I should have been, not pushing hard enough. And it was like, you know what? It's okay. I can just make films at my own pace because I love doing it, and because that's what makes me feel alive and fulfilled, and not because I need to make money. Like, there are other ways to make money and still make films on the side.
Right. So, exactly. And you know what, bro? I resonate with that so much. And this is why I love this podcast. This is why I love you boys. And, you know, is that we all had that same mindset. And it's funny you say that, because you can't, I mean, you can connect with people that like films and stuff. But when you said that, you know, making stuff is the one thing that truly makes you happy. I'm sure there's a million things that make people happy. And the same with me, like, you know, friends, family, whatever. But like the one thing that can pull me out of anxiety or whatever is film. Yeah. And I resonate with that so fucking much, bro. Yeah. And it's so good to hear you say that. I was going to say something. Yes, I have a question, right? And you don't have to go into this. You can cut it out or whatever. But do you think that the pressures and anxiety of gaining a capital gain off, you know, making movies was something that maybe you were brought up in a way in which like you were told you have to be making money, this, that, and the other. Because when it comes to dreams and passions at a young age, you can get pressures from friends, from family that go, you have to make money. Like, you're chasing this dream, but you got to make money. Like, do you reckon you had pressures growing up, being surrounded by people? Maybe you said your dad has his own business. Maybe that played a part indirectly of, I got to make money.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a number of reasons. I've always had an entrepreneurial mindset.
You do,
where
yes,
I've, like,
100%.
You know, I love the idea of progress and like building towards something bigger and better and making things the best that they can be. And like even things like attention to detail. That's why I'm very critical of things. And I just love that whole idea. Yeah. And then, yeah, of course there is the whole thing of pressure from my parents and like, you know, wanting to make them proud, really. And just wanting to make a good living for myself and being able to provide for a family when I have one and stuff.
Of course, mate.
It's a number of reasons. It's everything. But I think now just realizing that I can make money and from something else and live a life that is still fulfilling and look forward to making films in my own time. Realizing that, I think, has taken a huge weight off my shoulders.
And I think with that mindset, money will come later on
as
well.
Well, that was my thought. Like, even if I'm not 40 years old until something I make gets noticed, that's
mate.
okay because I like that it's a long-term journey. I would hate to, you know, I know people who are my age who are like, okay, I'm going to be doing this job for the next 40 years. And they're depressed about it. They have nothing to look forward to because every day is the same. There's no surprises.
That's what I love about this industry.
Yeah, I love that. It's like, you know, anything could be around the corner.
And do you think, and this is something that you said earlier on, but I've always said that I love the unknown about this industry. Has your perception changed on not knowing like where you're going to be or like what opportunities you know, in for you ahead in time, or has that kind of perception changed or not really? Does that still make you a bit like
a little bit? Because now it's good because like I have the warehouse job, which is super secure,
stable,
and and there's no surprise there, right? So I have that stability, and then I have the film as my second thing. So it's like I can split that stress between.
Same with me.
Which is kind of nice, as opposed to just going all in and being like, oh my god, I have so much to worry about now. Everything is relying on this, you know.
I feel you.
So, and I can't imagine how hard it would be for, you know how you hear these stories of people who max out their credit cards and they have nothing and it's like they literally put everything on the line. But I think that's what drives some people to be great, which is awesome. But it's like you also don't hear about the stories of people that do that and just end up homeless. You know what I mean? Because we hear all the success stories, but you need to be realistic that there are so many people that don't make it. And you could be one of those people. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that you're a failure and you should stop making films or like it doesn't mean you're any less than anyone. It's just the way it is. It's a luck game. There's so much luck involved.
Bro, I was gonna bring it back to that. I'm like, there's so much luck involved and it does take a lot of luck. And that's what sometimes people don't mention is like, you know, in the Oscar speech, like, if I can do it, you can do it. You just gotta work hard. Yeah, bro, you can work hard, but there's luck in everything, whether that's you bump into somebody that's like a fucking producer or something like that. Yeah. But I truly do believe, although there is luck involved, you do make your own luck sometimes. Whether that's you getting yourself in the right room at the right time.
It's like that saying about like, what is it? Like success is when preparation meets luck or something.
Yeah. I fucking love that. And you know what? To segue into this next segment, you were talking about people maxing out their credit cards to make film. Well, nowadays, you know, people find different ways to turn a $300 million film into an $80 million budget, right? You don't need to max out your credit cards because like what we saw in The Creator, you know, they've done all these different things. And we mentioned The Creator last week, but there's so many things that we've talked about this week which blow our minds. But speaking of, segueing into the first segment, The Creator, Dan, did you like it? What are your thoughts?
We already had a huge argument on the group chat.
We did, yeah.
Because Josh, you gave it 5 stars. Am I correct?
Yeah, so did Austin. The typical.
Oh my goodness. So I think I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah,
which is not the worst score, but definitely not the best.
No, you gave it 4.
No, I gave it 3.
Oh, look, you gave it 4.
Yeah,
you gave it 3. That's so low.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much, man. I'll talk about the good things first.
Yep.
I like the soundtrack. I like the VFX.
Sound design?
Yeah, that was good too.
Yeah.
I really like the way Gareth Edwards shoots his films. Like I thought that with Rogue One, I really love how he blends sci-fi elements with like this real looking atmosphere. Like you
Yeah.
know how at the end of Rogue One, how they're like having that battle on the beach.
Yep.
I really love the way all the
Battle
ships.
of Endor.
No, Endor's the forest.
Never fucking mind.
I don't know what that planet is called
I don't know
in
either.
Rogue One.
I get you though. Yeah.
But yeah, like the way all the sci-fi elements are infused with real world elements, and it like you don't think of it being visual effects. Like you're not like that's fake, and I think that's the best kind of visual effects when you're not thinking about it. You just because everything has to serve the story. I think in films.
Yep.
So yeah, I love the way it was shot. It was really impressive what they did on the FX3.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like I shoot all my stuff on Sony. So it was just funny seeing that on a cinema screen, and it almost like took me out a little bit.
See, I didn't notice.
Well, that's just a me thing because I shoot on Sony all the time, and I know that look.
Okay.
And to me, it's not like cinema the way like an Ari might be for me. But like that's fine. That's not really critique. It's just something I noticed.
Are you shooting on an Ari? For your film?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just took you out of it.
Yeah, so that was great. I really love all the how they had all the robot characters and stuff. I like when they throw you into a world, whether it's sci-fi or fantasy or whatever, and you sort of have to figure things out as you go.
Cool.
I love that aspect. And just all the different environments they showed. But I was quite tired from work after I watched it, so that might be one of the reasons why I didn't like it as much.
Yep.
But yeah, I just thought it felt a bit rushed, especially in the third act in terms of storytelling. You know that scene with the EMP towards the end?
What, in the big space station?
When the child is in, without spoiling too much. I can bleep stuff.
Okay.
When the and like he uses the EMP on its head, and you think that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that whole sequence, and then they're suddenly out of there. Like that felt super rushed, don't you think?
No.
You don't think that whole part felt rushed? I don't know. I just sort of checked out a bit by that.
Fair enough.
I thought John Washington was a bit average.
Yeah, he's all, like, you know what?
He just doesn't hold a candle to his dad. I'm sorry. But Denzel is
respect.
incredible.
I always forget that he's related to Denzel.
Yeah.
Like respect to any actors that are in the industry now.
Yeah, of course.
Whatever, like they could do a better job than I do, but he's just not my favorite actor.
Yeah, and like he's definitely a nepotism baby. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that,
Yeah,
but like he's
I
definitely
agree.
getting all these opportunities because his dad is that good. But
He did well in Malcolm and Marie. That was the most range I've ever seen.
he was
from him.
good, but
Tennant was. A bit,
in Black Klansman as well.
Yeah, actually,
he was good in
Black
that.
Klansman.
It's
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
good.
yeah.
He was pretty good in that too.
Yeah.
What was that other movie? Oh, in Tenet, I feel like he was similar in this and Tenet. He was just kind of vague.
I agree.
He
Yep.
didn't really have much of a personality.
Yep,
But
yep,
that's
yep.
also the writing. It's not completely his
Sure.
fault. The child actor was really good.
Fantastic. Sophie
Yeah.
or something. I think that's her name.
Yeah, she absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
Um,
No, maybe not Sophie. I don't know. Sorry.
yeah, that's all right. What other thoughts did I have about it?
I mean, we can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my issue with Gareth Edwards is, I mean, I'm sure he's a lovely man.
Top of the range bloke, you know?
I find it hard to latch onto the characters in his films. I found that in Rogue One, and I found it in this.
You didn't
as
like
well.
Rogue One?
I liked the film, but I just didn't really care about the characters that much.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's like, and I was really trying to dissect why it is. I don't know if their motivations are strong enough, or like I don't think it's their goals are clear enough. And then like it's like he'll put little bits and pieces of information in to try and like show who they are, but they still feel a little bit too dimensional to me. I don't know what it is, but I never really feel like these characters are people that we like are invested in. I don't know. That's just what I get from.
As long John David Washington's character wasn't great, but I feel like his intentions were pretty clear. I feel like they were strong enough for me, at least.
Right. Well, then I still can't figure out what it is that makes me unable to attach to these characters, because I felt that with both of his films that I've seen. So I might need to dissect his films further and figure out what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But like I can tell that he has talent as a filmmaker. It's just for some reason I don't connect with his stories or the characters in his stories.
Have you seen Godzilla?
Yeah.
Like it?
Did he do that?
He did the first Godzilla.
Okay, that was actually better. I actually cared about.
He went from Monsters, which was like this indie film that he did, not indie film, but like indie film, and he did all the VFX himself and shit. Went from Monsters to Godzilla to Rogue One to the creator.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So it's a big jump.
Yeah.
Big jump. Do you want to talk about the the strides in filmmaking for a second, because we didn't mention it last week in terms of what's that face? You know,
No, nothing. I'm just thinking.
Okay, right. I thought you were like, all right. The strides in filmmaking, which I will touch over because it's been done so many times in all of his interviews. But the fact that they filmed on a mirrorless Sony, it's pretty cool. I mean, cool, I know it took you out of it, but it's like
no, but that's not really a critique. It's just that's because I always work with Sony.
Right.
That I
okay.
Like it,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like filming on something that's accessible to all of us. I mean.
Yeah.
If you want to, it's $6,000. I mean, it's pretty big, but like
but
compared to the other cameras.
Yeah, sorry. As Lockie was saying, it's like fully kitted out, and there's other things that you don't really think about.
True, like lenses and shit like that.
Yeah.
But still, I think that's pretty cool. I'm pretty cool like
absolutely.
that.
It's great. It's awesome.
I love the guerrilla filmmaking in it, like how they didn't shut down the beach, and because the camera was so small and they had such a little crew, they would go and film everything on the beach or whatever, and you can still see the tourists in the background if you stop and zoom in close enough. And they were able to do that because instead of making $200,000 sets, they used that $200,000 to transport their little crew around the world and shot in 80 different locations.
And it looks great.
It looks fantastic.
It's so nice shooting on location.
It's
stunning.
It is. And I hope big fucking production companies see this and go, wow, we don't need to spend all this money on fucking shit VFX. Speaking of VFX, he did the whole film, edited the whole film, then did VFX, which it's a no fucking brainer. I don't know why people like VFX companies don't do this, or like big Marvel and shit. Like they make they overwork their VFX artists to do VFX on every single fucking shot, and sometimes don't even use it. Like, it's a no brainer. Why not fucking do this? You know. What other stuff did he do? The boom light was a pretty funny idea.
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
he's like, if we can boom a mic, why can't we boom a light? So they had like a light boom op, the best boy, running around with the light, like booming the light and stuff like that. But that was quite funny. That was quite good. I love the indie filmmaking approach that he did to most of it, to cut it down from what seems to be like a $300-400 million budget, but it honestly only cost 80 mil.
Yeah. What makes you think like how much money are they throwing into things that they don't actually need?
Right, like bro, Indiana Jones, $400 million that cost to make.
That's ridiculous.
And the creator looked 50,000 times better than that shit did.
Yeah.
Like
it probably all went into that crappy deep fake.
Oh, don't even get me fucking start on that shit. And another funny thing that I heard, and I said this in the group chat, is about the monkey. So there's a scene. There's a scene in the creator where a monkey gets a detonator, and the monkey has to like go pick up the detonator, like walk a couple moments, and then press it at a direct time. And they were talking about it and how they trained this monkey to do this. And Gareth Edwards was saying like on the day, you know, the monkey was doing a good take, and then in the corner of his eye, he sees another monkey. And he's like, what the fuck's this monkey for? Right? And then after the take is done, the monkey disappears, and he looks over, and the two monkeys are going at it. And it turns out that's how they trained this monkey, because the monkey was a female monkey. To train it, they didn't give it treats or anything. They brought a male monkey to come in and, you know, go at it to go, hey, congratulations for the good take. And I just found that quite funny.
Quite humorous.
Yeah, quite humorous. But yeah, I thought it was a good film.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just appreciate it. And honestly, I didn't know going into it they shot on the Sony. They did all this different, and it made me appreciate it a lot more. I don't know. I connected with it, and I feel like if you don't connect with it, then you don't connect with it.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like other films. Yeah. But yeah, do you have anything else to add to the creator, or
not particularly?
Not particularly.
I have a few other movies that I watched.
Go for it.
Because I haven't been on in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched heaps though, but I watched In the Mood for Love. Have you seen that? I saw that at the Ritz in, what is it, 35 mil? Or
what?
Whatever.
By yourself?
No, with a mate.
Who's your mate?
You don't know him, but he's
damn it.
Chinese, and I think
I was hoping
it's a Chinese film. So
Is
like
it?
we'd talked about it quite a bit, and
Yeah,
we were like,
right.
oh, we should watch it together, and then they announced that they were showing it.
Good.
And it's like, no, it's an old film, like a classic, but it's great because like the cinema's full. That's why I love going to like the Ritz or the Orpheum or whatever, because
35 in like film showings.
Yeah, and like everyone there loves film, and it's packed, and like, you know, they applaud at the end.
That was
or
Oppenheimer.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit disappointed with this film because like
you were just hyping it up. Everybody's clapping. We're talking about it. Yeah, I was
because
disappointed.
it's a classic, and I've heard a lot about it, and like the cinematography was nice, and like it's one of those movies where they allude to. So it's like a romance about two people who are like having an affair, basically, but they never actually.
What the
your favorite?
I can't fucking deal with this shit.
But it's an interesting film because they never actually show proper intimacy between the two.
Okay.
You never see them kiss or anything like that.
Blue
but
balls.
Yes,
For the whole
on
film.
screen blue balls.
Sure.
But you understand the situation just based on context, like
Yeah.
the looks that they give each other, or like what they talk about, or like
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
like their
yeah.
hands touch. Or I thought that was a really interesting sort of way to tell the story. And like also when they show the partners, they never actually show them on screen. You just like hear their voice off screen or something like that.
Oh, that's a nice artistic choice.
Yeah, so just little things like that, and like really nice slow motion shots and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. The film was just for me lacking a little bit story wise. Just one of those films that was a little bit vague.
I would have fucking hated it.
I think,
Cheating, bro. Like, why? Again?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I
Sorry.
don't really have much more to say. Like, I agree with you. There's not much else to comment.
Yeah. What did you give it?
I think I gave it like 3.5 stars.
Oh, fucking what? More than the creator?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. What's the next film?
What else did I see? Oh, actually, a movie I really, really loved.
Yeah.
I said I was going to watch this on the last pod. I was
You
on
did?
Captain Phillips.
Oh, with Tom Hanks.
Have you watched it?
No. I
Dude.
think you mentioned that you watched it last time.
I said I started watching it, but then my
Right.
mate wanted to watch Dog ASMR. So.
Oh, that's fucking right. That guy. How's he going?
He's good. I saw him
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, radio.
So yeah, no, I watched this movie on my own, Captain Phillips.
Yep.
Incredible. Dude.
Nice. Okay.
Just there's one thing that doesn't make sense in it though.
Okay.
So like the whole movie is about these guys who are like on a cargo ship traveling from one location to another to do like a delivery.
Yep.
And they get attacked by Somalian pirates. Like
Okay.
these guys that come
Oh,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
It's that movie. Yep.
Yeah, take over and like they just want to take over the ship so they can get the cargo and make money off it. And it's based on a true story as well, I think.
Yep.
But one thing I thought was a bit silly, which if it's based on a true story and this is true, doesn't make sense. The Americans didn't have any guns on the ship, and the whole situation could have been fixed if they just had guns to defend themselves from
Americans
pirates.
not having guns. That's different.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. Like, they always have guns, and the one time they actually needed to defend themselves, I'm like, surely they would have a couple stashed on the ship. Yeah, so, like, I'm thinking, why did they not have guns
Yeah,
in
that's
this
a bit
situation
silly.
where they
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
need it? Like, but I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
things have changed since then. It's an older
How long
movie.
ago was it?
I think this movie came out in like 2011 or something like
Okay.
that. But the situation was probably earlier than that, of course.
Yeah. What did you give it?
Take a guess.
4.
4.5. It was good. Tom Hanks is incredible in it, especially the ending.
Yeah.
I won't spoil too much, but yeah, just how everything comes together at the end, and
Yeah,
it's
nice.
very much like a, like it's a pressurized environment. You know what I mean? When you're just engaged.
One
in fully-
location.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. Most of
That's
it takes
cool.
place on this boat, and like the acting is phenomenal as
Mhm,
well.
mhm.
And you just see you can really understand the antagonists as well. I really love them because they just come from such a desperate situation where they're
Yeah.
literally just doing what they can to like survive and thrive. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And like, you want the protagonist to win, but you really do understand where these antagonists are coming from.
Best kind of antagonist.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Like
sort of
Thanos.
like a little bit ironic because like the whole story is that these guys from Somalia are very poor. And I think the actor didn't actually make much money being in that movie. I think he only got like 60,000 or something, and he's like the main antagonist. And then I think he's broke now. So like
Holy shit.
it's sort of like funny how it's funny in a sad way.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
it's-
say.
that
yeah.
it's sort of, you know, this character that he's in
Ironic.
the film is it's also how the situation he's in real life.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, great movie. 4.5 stars.
Give it
for
a
me.
watch. What else?
Yeah, definitely worth watching. The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Oh, you finally watched it?
Yeah,
I've
I
actually
was-
seen that.
Yeah,
I liked
you
it.
like
I
it?
thought it was funny
I
as.
liked it. I really loved the first and second act.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage make such a great combo.
They do, man.
I was like
They do.
laughing out loud a lot, which I feel like when you watch a comedy and you actually are laughing, that's when it's good. Same
Yeah.
as like a horror movie where you're actually scared. Like that's what you go to watch it for, and
Mhm.
it means it's achieved its
Yep.
job. But I feel like in the third act it fell off a little bit, and I think it's a bit of a cop out that they like, because you know how it's sort of turned into more of a generic action movie.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, it's because they made it sort of meta. Like, I mean, without spoiling too much, they were like, oh, it's because it's like his movie or whatever. Do you remember that's like how it ends with him in the cinema? It's like,
yeah.
and
That's
I'm like,
right.
that's a bit of a cop out, like to make something sort of not good and then be like, oh, it's because it's not supposed to be good.
I know
It's
exactly
like,
how you mean. Yeah,
it still
yeah.
wasn't good to watch, so it doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
And I've seen that in quite a few movies and shows and stuff. They think by breaking the fourth wall,
They
it's
can
supposed to
put
be
up-
crappy.
yeah.
It like makes it fine, but
Yeah.
it's
It's still
should be,
shit
like-
no matter what.
Yeah, you can
no
make
matter
fun
what.
of something and break the fourth wall and still have it be clever and enjoyable
Yes,
and fun.
Exactly,
So,
like Barbie. What? Yeah.
which aspect of Barbie?
You know, when they...
Oh yeah, with all the like
Margot
references to her
Robbie,
being
yeah,
a toy and all that.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, and all the jokes. Yeah,
the jokes
no, I
about
think
Margot
that was
Robbie.
well done.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, so I think what
What'd
did
you
I
give
give?
3.5.
I think it was either 3.5, maybe 4.
Okay, I think I gave it 3.5 or 4. One or two.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. We actually aligned on something.
Wow, what is this? What else?
I think that's pretty much all I watched. Oh, I watched the first episode of the new season of Sex Education.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really,
Thoughts?
because I've loved the show. I think the first 2 seasons were strongest.
Yes.
Season 3 started to fall off a little bit.
That's what I heard. Yep.
I have to watch the rest of this season to see where it goes. But
I've heard mixed things.
yeah, it feels to me it feels like it's lost a bit of the magic in the sense of like it feels commercialized. You know when Netflix picks up a show and keeps making seasons
Yep.
and you're like,
Yep. That's one of the
okay.
main criticisms of
yeah,
it.
that's sort of what I felt with it. I mean, I have to finish the series to give like a proper judgment on.
I've heard people that absolutely love it, and then I've also heard of people who love the first 2 seasons,
Yeah.
and now they don't love the third one because just reasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, I'll give a proper review of that once I finish the show.
Sure, man.
But yeah, so that's all I've watched pretty much.
Good stuff.
What about you? Have you seen anything?
No. So
Ahsoka.
Not really. Yeah, I saw Ahsoka. For me, the best Star Wars show that they've released.
Okay.
For me, I think it
Better
goes,
than Mando?
Yeah, for me it goes Ahsoka, Mando season 2, Obi-Wan. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I connected with Ahsoka. I connected with that show. It was, I don't know. Oh, bro, I'm so happy I watched fucking Rebels and did all that Clone Wars watching before. Not all the Clone Wars, but the Ahsoka essential episodes, which is all you really need to watch, Lockie. I'm joking. Oh, no, I'm not. But no, so it was really good. I love the way, it's so sad, man. Have you seen the finale?
Not yet.
It's so sad because they've obviously set Ray Stevenson's character to be a big part of the thing moving forward.
Is there going to be another season, you think?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, there has to be.
I'm wondering if they're going to bridge the gap between, like, what the shows are doing. Because it's in between 6 and 7, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to start talking about the events of 7? Like,
Ah,
are we going
well,
to see a little
what's
baby
happening-
Kylo Ren or something
What's
like
happening right now is, whilst this is happening, Luke's off building his Jedi Academy.
that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess there's still a substantial amount of time.
Yeah. So I don't know but what I really love is they've set this universe, and I haven't really felt this way since the Infinity Saga, where you know they're leading up to something, and you know that we have a proper big bad now who's fucking amazing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
And he even shines even better in this latest episode. And they're leading towards something, and it's really fucking exciting. And you know that this movie by Dave Filoni, who's done all the best episodes of Ahsoka. By no means, the finale is probably the weakest, I'm not going to lie. But the show overall was fantastic, and the best episodes were done by Dave Filoni. And Dave Filoni's doing the movie, and you know that he's already said that it's going to have so many, like, it's going to bring together all different generations of Star Wars and do things that have never been done before and stuff like this. But that's not until like the later future. Like I think 2027 maybe. I think they're aiming for.
Okay.
But I love it. I love how they're world building. I love the characters. They've brought together Rebels, you know. Yeah. What episode are you up to?
I think 5 or 6. Oh, I haven't spoken about 5 on here, have I yet?
Well, that's
Remember
episode 8, bro. You're a bit behind.
I know. Like, I might be on 6. But,
Yeah.
yeah, remember episode 5? I was talking about it in the group chat, how much I loved it.
Yeah, Anakin.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, it's not a spoiler anymore. Like, fuck.
Yeah, it's
You've
been out
seen
for
it.
long
Yeah.
enough. But yeah, like that, I just couldn't stop smiling when I was watching it. I was like, this is what I've been wanting
Yeah,
for so long.
that made me
Like,
so happy, bro.
Sure, it is fan bait, but it was just so well done that I just didn't care. And it really just took me back to my childhood, and I was like,
Well, this is the
Yes.
thing then. You keep watching. I don't know. You haven't seen Rebels or Clone Wars, but there's a big thing in Clone Wars, like a big thing that they set up. And you will see as you keep watching Ahsoka. This doesn't really spoil anything, but Anakin's going to play a bigger part than you think than just that episode.
Right.
He doesn't really play a bigger part in the Ahsoka series, but you know they're setting him up for something big.
Oh.
And if you do some research on what they're setting him up to be, he's probably the most important part of Star Wars.
He always has been.
He
always
is the
been
chosen
main-
one.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this, that they've gone into what the chosen one truly means.
Right.
So they're setting him up for bigger
I
things.
feel like it's so disappointing with 7 to 9 that they really just didn't have him be behind anything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think it kind of explains a little bit. Well, it doesn't. You have to do your own research as to what they're setting him up to do. But it's great because also it ends with, I mean, there's a lot of cliffhangers and a lot of unanswered questions. And you just know they're setting up for way bigger things. And I love it. It was actually a Star Wars finale that felt like it brought stuff together whilst also setting up new things in the future instead of being massively disappointing as most finales are these days. It was still probably the weakest, but like decent. And I can't wait for what's next, man. And I'm just, cool. I've entered this new like kind of era of myself, this love for Star Wars. I don't know, it's the most I've peaked. I've like at my peak of like loving Star Wars now and just truly appreciating it. And honestly, I think Ahsoka has brought that love back,
nice,
especially with Anakin. And like, there's just something about him, man. He's a fuck. I'm
He's
so
great.
happy Hayden Christensen.
Yeah, I know. It warms my heart.
It does.
Yeah.
And like that video you sent me, I've showed a
Yeah.
couple people as well. And you know, he deserves everything. So
Yeah,
Ahsoka's amazing. Haven't really seen much else, man. I did movie trivia the other night with a couple people from work and Sarah. And it was fucking so fun, man.
Yeah?
We
I love movie trivia.
we came second out of 21 teams.
Whoa.
We're 1 point away from winning the whole fucking thing.
Oh my goodness.
And the fucking questions we got wrong were so stupid
What were they?
that they were so like I should have got them right. Like for example, what's the highest What's the highest grossed R-rated film of all time? I said Deadpool, and it was the Joker.
Oh.
I know. Like, shit like that, where I'm like, fuck, of course, man.
right.
But then again, it's like art in America.
Yeah.
And here, like,
Deadpool would be second, right?
now it's like fifth.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the
Deadpool
other
2
ones?
is above Deadpool.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. what the other
Is
ones
Logan up there?
are. Logan's up there. I don't think it's near the top, though.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, so I did that. That was quite funny. I rewatched Friends with Benefits, which I love. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's just one of those
No strings
ones.
attached is better.
Yeah, I wanted to go into this. So, you know what? It's funny because I'm very envious of people that can just quote films off by heart and quote TV shows because they've seen it that
Some
many
people are so good
times.
at it, yeah.
Like, bro, I've watched The Office 10 times and I still can't, like, quote it.
Yeah.
But Friends with Benefits is Friends with Benefits is the movie I've seen the most in my life. Believe it or not.
Really?
It's a
How many
weird
times?
one. I've watched it since I was a fucking kid, like, growing up and, you know, when I was, like, wanting a girlfriend and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is fucking fantastic. Mila Kunis, fucking marry me.
Yeah.
Back in the day, relax. I've taken now, all right? But yeah, no, I love that movie, and I think we're feeling pretty. I think it was just like a flat day the other day, and Sarah was like, "Yeah, do you want to watch your favorite rom-com?" Fuck, sure, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm a bit hesitant at the start, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, sure, let's put it on. Doesn't disappoint, mate. And that is a movie I can quote. Believe it or not, I was so proud of myself. I was like, I know the next line. I know the next line. I'm like, wow, there you go.
The ending of it kind of annoys me. It's like a flash mob and then...
Yeah, but
like,
that's the whole
kind
thing
of
of it.
unrealistic.
Yeah, but that's what they were playing on the fact of the movie that they were watching earlier in the film with Jason Segel and whatever.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's just a little bit too corny. Whereas, like...
Mate, that's all rom-coms, though.
I guess, but, like, No Strings Attached, I feel like is more cute. I don't know. For me, it's more, like, romantic.
It's
like
more realistic, that's for sure.
ending, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're saying realistic, a lot of
no
what's it
rom-coms are real.
No, I was gonna say, friends with benefits situations don't always end up working.
Well, is that from experience, Dan?
Next subject.
Can't say I've ever had the novelty of indulging in one. But they were released in the same year, earned around the same, you said, and it was funny because Mila Kunis started in one and Ashton Kutcher started in one, and now they're one.
True. I
Yeah.
didn't even put that together.
Yeah, I love it, and I
Yes.
think you would hate me for it, but it's definitely on my list and it's pretty high up. And it's not
That's
because
fine.
it's a fantastic movie. It's just
Josh,
because I've watched
you're allowed
it.
to have your own opinion.
Are you sure? Not
It's
with
okay.
okay.
As long
it's
as it's a good one.
Yeah, it's number
Just-
6 of all time for
Just
me.
don't give Fast X 5
I
stars.
don't. I don't. That's one I can't get on with. Sorry, Austin.
Oh my
but
goodness.
it's number 6.
And I
of all
saw he
time.
gave the creator 5 stars, and his review was like, "Doggo explodes everyone with a single grenade."
Hey, he loves dogs in films.
I know,
bro.
but like,
I always make
that's
jokes.
your reason for giving it 5 stars. I'm
Yeah.
like, I get it. Like,
But
and
it's
I know
so
it's
funny
also like
watching
a,
a
joke,
movie
but
with
like,
him and a dog comes on screen,
he's like,
and I'm like, kill it, and he looks at me and he fucking like it gives me the side eye, the death stare.
It's so wholesome seeing when people get pets and then they become way more attached to animals.
Oh, 100%, bruh. All my timeline on Instagram is filled with dog videos and baby videos. Make what you want of that. And anyways.
Baby videos. What's around the corner, Josh?
Hopefully not anything anytime soon, mate. Fuck that. All right. Well, there you go. That's what we've seen lately. All right, my brother. Progress.
Okay, so
What's been happening?
obviously this week I got the warehouse job, so I've mainly just been focusing on that.
Yep.
And I need to get back into pre-production for my film as well.
Yep.
I've got a few mates. So like I tried to contact my producer.
Yep.
And he's been a bit ghost recently.
Fuck, really?
No, it's fine. Because I've
Is
had
it?
other mates who want to step in and help
Okay.
produce, so it's okay.
Why is he being MIA? Holidays?
I don't know. I think he's got stuff going on in his
Okay.
personal life,
Yep.
which is fine.
Yep,
I
fair
actually
enough,
just want to
fair
like make sure that he's all good.
Yep.
I should probably give him a call.
Yep.
But the week before this week, I was on a student film on an afters.
How
set.
was that? Yeah.
It was good, man. Like afters films are really quality. Like higher production value, better scripts, better crew, because
They
it's,
pay for it, don't they?
I guess, yeah. And like it's harder to get into afters.
Yeah.
So the people there really want to be there, and you can just tell by the passion of the kids and stuff. And like it was interesting because like I had 2 lighting assists. I was gaffer on this film. I actually lit a cutter on fire.
Yes, you told me that. You liability.
Yeah, we were filming in an alleyway, well, like in a house, and I put a light in the alleyway on the side, and it was like really close to the cutter, and it was a hot day outside, and the cutter was black, so it was already radiating heat.
Not
And then
bad.
I'm just sitting there, and I just see this smoke billowing out.
Did you
I'm
stop
like,
the
"Oh."
set? Like, did the whole set stop because you set something
Well,
on
I
fire?
sort of like they were about to roll, and I ran over and like quickly put it out, and then there were like kids on set, so they were screaming like fire, fire. Like they ran out, like wanted to have a look. I'm like, relax, like it's all good.
Did you
It's
call
all
the
good."
fire? Wait, this is
No, I
not the
just
best
put the
part of
fire
it.
out.
So it was an electrical fire, and how did you put it out?
I'm about to do myself here with water.
You fucking idiot. You idiot.
I panicked.
You put it out with
we could have had an in memoriam podcast right now.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Crisis was averted. And
With water.
yeah, I'll have to be a bit more careful. It was plugged into an RCD, which I think would have helped.
Wait, you weren't even using an RCD?
No, I was.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, so I think that's supposed to help. It was far away from there was a long cable, but still, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Not great. It didn't go into the light. It went on the cutter, which was like
Okay.
close to the light.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so that was that. No, but it was good. Like I was talking to my lighting assistant, who I think he's like 20 or 21, maybe. And he was literally asking me, "Oh, should I specialize all this?" Like he's literally in the same position I'm in, and he's like years younger. And I thought, "Oh my god!" Like, because when you start working on film sets, you're the youngest person there, and everyone's older, and you sort of. To be honest, when you're younger, you sort of judge people. You're like, oh, you're 30. Why are you on a student film? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand that everyone has a different path.
Everybody
and, like,
does, yeah, for sure.
Everyone's in the same boat. You shouldn't judge anyone for coming from where they've come from.
Yep.
You have a bit of an ego when you're younger. And it was interesting now being older and talking to these people that were years younger and asking me for advice. And I was like, wow. Like,
Bro,
how
that's
the
weird.
tables have
Hey,
turned. It was a
I've
weird
gotten
feeling.
recently like I'm the advice man.
Yeah.
I've never been the advice man.
Yeah,
Like, what's
right?
happening?
Strange, hey? We're getting old, man.
We're wise.
Yeah.
Oogways.
Yeah, literally.
Not as old as Austin though.
Yeah.
That
oh,
man's a
mate.
fucking dinosaur.
He's in the nursing.
He is. He's booked his fucking spot in his retirement village. Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, no, it was a good set. There were kids on set for 4 of the 5 days, and
Yeah.
they get pretty restless. But it was interesting seeing how the director handled them. She was really good, just very patient with them, and you got to give them a lot of breaks because they.
How old are they?
I think one was 10 and one was 8.
Oh, so it was a proper
Yeah.
like children's film.
Yeah.
What was the premise?
Oh,
of
and
that?
Karina was in.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, she's great. She's awesome. She was the lead actress. So she plays a
Good.
mum, and then there were the 2
Good.
kids. It's sort of like a the vibe is like, don't hug me, I'm scared. So
Right.
like starts off all like, you know, she's like this mother playing with her kids, and then I think it's sort of an abstract film, but it's about loss of innocence, I think.
Sure.
And it sort of starts to get all messed up and strange and weird towards the end.
I saw like her like getting stuck.
Yeah, her
with,
face coming out of like this, like, I think it was like
Mm.
melted marshmallow. It's meant to be like her brain or like something.
Interesting.
Look really cool, and it's always cool seeing how you film and
4x3 as well. Right?
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind that?
I don't know, just creative
Just-
choice.
Ooh, it might be different to a 4x3.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, sure. Fair.
But yeah, no, and yeah, everyone was great. The DOP was really good. Her name's Haruni. She was awesome.
Nice. So female director, female DP.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I love to see. Good
That's what we
stuff.
love. Yeah, and it was a great crew, really good.
Yep.
And yeah, that's pretty much it about
Awesome.
that.
Yeah.
What else do I have to? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, the other thing I was thinking.
Bro,
is,
you
like,
did not look good when you gave me the fucking cameras last week.
yeah,
you were
that's-
so dead.
That's what I'm actually gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Like, because there were 11-hour days, which isn't even the worst, but also plus driving because it was
But
in
Osmo
Redfern.
wasn't even nowadays.
Yeah, and then I got sick on that day that I
Yeah.
saw it because I was just a bit run down. And like, it got me thinking because, like, you know, how I've been working in the warehouse and the hours are a lot better, and like you actually have time to rest and do what you need to do and stuff. I'm like, they really should make, I reckon, 10-hour days the standard on film sets. But the thing is, like, everyone gets so greedy and wants to shoot things as quickly and as cheap as possible, and it's like, you're sacrificing your mental and your physical health for it. You know what I mean?
sure.
Like you're working so hard and you barely have time. Like, and you know when you have lack of sleep and you just feel horrible. And
Yeah.
you can't work to the best of your ability, and it's just. I dislike that it's the norm for people to, you know, have to struggle to be awake on film sets, drink like 5
You
coffees
said
a
that.
day.
You were saying that before.
And like literally go home scared that they're going to crash because you're so tired.
That's
like I've heard
fucked.
stories of people falling asleep, like data wrangling and stuff like that. It's just like nuts, man. I think it's such a bad standard and we really need to do something about it.
Definitely, man.
It's not a good way for people to be living.
Yeah,
and
you
they
do
work
not
so
look-
hard as
You
well.
look so fucking dead and
Yeah,
sick.
and that's
You got something on your eyelash, by the way.
this one.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so I think that's something that really needs to change. I guess that's like the whole point of the union, like getting people
Yep.
fair rights and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, and I
Also-
think in Australia we have
Sorry,
it
yeah,
better. Yeah, we have it better in Australia than America. I think we
I
have
was
better
about to say,
turnarounds and stuff.
pay your actors. That's all I was going to say.
So, that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, the writer strikes done, pay your actors. That's
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
I did meet up with. I had a little, just a night where I caught up with like a bunch of film mates.
Nice.
So like I saw Anya, you know, the writer for the script. Yeah, I saw Noah, the actress I was talked about. I saw Indy. Who was there? Say, oh, my mate Jack. I don't know if you've met him. He's met Lexi. So like,
Everybody's about Lexi, bro.
yeah. He's from AFTT. He's a fellow director. Oh, he met Fetty the other night as well at a networking.
Oh, how
event,
was
so-
that then, networking event?
Yeah, it was good. It was alright. I caught up with a few people. It was. Oh, did I talk about the director of Relic that was there? So there was this networking event at the Powerhouse Museum that I went to. And when I got there, my mate Jack was already there. So I went to meet him in this room where there was a talk going on, and there were 3 female directors just talking about the industry and stuff. And I just sat down, not really knowing who they were. And then there was a guy like asking them questions, and then he said to the one that was like closest to the door, he's like, "Oh, so you know when you directed Relic," and then I was like, "Oh my god, this is the woman right in front of me is Natalie Erica James, who I'm like a huge fan of."
Really?
Like I'd been researching her heaps recently, like watched her film Relic, listened to a few interviews with her. She did like an interview with Film Riot and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd been doing research on her and like taking inspiration from her, like putting screenshots of her film in my mood boards and stuff like that. And then she's right in front of me. I didn't even realize it was her.
Is she Aussie?
Yeah. But she's got that thing where, you know how when Aussies spend time in America and their accent starts to like, they've got that hybrid accent. She's got that now. So yeah, she was just talking, you know, as soon as I realized it was her, sort of sat up in my chair a little bit straighter, like listened to like, what she was
closer.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that was pretty interesting to hear what she had to say. And like they all 3 of the women had like really good insights and like advice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Why are you
And
laughing?
then like later on, she was like, I was talking to my mate Jack, and she was standing near me talking to some other people, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, like I should go and just speak to her.
Did
and
you
just be
go and
like,
speak
hey, I
to her?
really. So I thought I would get a chance to do it because I wanted to.
Right.
So like I know how to talk to people, make friends, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still a little bit cautious when it comes to like higher up industry people. I didn't want to be
Why is
like,
that?
a nuisance. Oh, I don't know. I just don't want to go over and be like, hey, like.
Hey, can I
I'm
have a photo?
still, yeah, like learning
Sure,
how to
sure,
like
sure.
be appropriate with industry people.
Sure. Okay.
So I was like sort of waiting for a gap, and then like it didn't happen. Like I sort of
Yeah.
got distracted, and then like she left, and then I thought I'd get another opportunity. I didn't get to speak to her, and I was
Yeah.
like, I was sort of kicking myself later on. I was like, damn, I should have just spoken to her. And then I spoke to Jack about it, and he's like, oh, just send her a message. And I'm like, don't you think that's
Did you?
weird? I sent her a message on
Nice.
Instagram, but she didn't even look at
Ah.
it. So. Yeah, she's got the blue tick, so she's.
Whoa,
she's a busy
fuck.
woman.
Busy woman, yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty cool anyway to see her speak and hear what she had to say. About
Nice, brother.
filmmaking and everything. Yeah, and
Good
then I
stuff.
caught up with Fetty there and a few other people that I hadn't seen in a while, so that was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So nothing on your film though, like no script, no nothing.
In terms of what I've done in the past
Yeah,
couple
yeah,
weeks. Oh yeah, well when I was out with Anya and the others, I like sort of pitched a few. It's funny, I pitched a few script changes to her.
Okay.
She was like, "Oh, I don't know about that," and then we're like
Oh,
sort of
that's
debating
hard.
it. And it's like at the end of the day, I can do what I want, but I also like to talk to her about her because
Sure.
obviously she
It's
has,
respect, brother. You
No,
gotta-
but it's not even that. She just like
yeah,
she
no,
knows,
fuck you. No, I'm joking.
Obviously, that is
Yeah, I
a
know,
factor.
I know, brother. Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, well, there's two things. One, she knows that I can do what I want with it because I'm the director.
Yeah.
But I also really value her opinion as a creative. Like
Yes,
she's,
you've said
I
that,
think
yeah.
she's incredibly clever, obviously, writing this script. And she knows the ins and outs of it because she wrote it.
Yep.
So, obviously, her opinion is very important to
course,
me. So,
man,
that's why I
yeah,
always ask
totally.
her questions on it and take her advice. And then if I disagree with something, we'll have like a debate on it.
Yeah.
And be like, this is why I think it works. And then
Nice.
she'll be like, oh, but this and that. And then, you know, if I see validity in what she says, I can be like, yeah, you're
For
right.
sure.
Yeah. So that's what I really believe in the collaboration process. I don't like to be a dictator and
Of
tell
course.
people this is how it's supposed to be, because people always have good ideas that you haven't considered.
Mhm.
So
Have you added more to like your Bible or like done any
I haven't
more
done
of the
too much. No.
pre-production?
I need to. I'll get back into it this week. I think now because I was focusing on getting
Yeah.
a job and funding things.
Yep.
Now that I've got that under control, I'm gonna just go full speed.
You
ahead.
did mention that you were looking for actors and actresses.
Yes.
How's that going?
Oh yeah, good. So Jack, who I just mentioned, he's been helping me on the producing side as well.
Okay, cool.
He sent me a bunch of different locations he knows of and a bunch of actors he knows of.
Yep.
So that was really good. I went
That's
through
awesome,
and had
yeah.
a look. Yeah, he's been helping a lot there. And also John Looker
Yep.
was helping me a little bit with a couple actors and things like that. So
Yeah.
I've had help from mates, which
Nice,
has been really
brother.
nice. And like they want to do it, you know what I mean? Like they just said, how's your project going? And I said, oh, I'm looking for actors. Like, oh, here's this and that. Like just, this is mates being mates and just helping each other out. And that's where I think it's really good to just have friends in the industry and
Are
people who
you-
want to help you.
Are you going to go on Star now or nah?
I'll probably do a listing, yeah.
Try I was gonna recommend her anyway. She's on Austin's
Yeah.
film. I think she's having like a small role. She was on my film. You know Emily?
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah.
very
She's
good.
lovely. She's
Very
great.
very good actress as
Yeah,
well. And
okay.
she has range. So maybe worth giving her like a screen
Yeah, okay.
test or
Yeah,
something.
absolutely.
Definitely hit her up.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about her for my next one as well. But the more work she gets, the better.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
There's a recommendation.
Cool.
Yeah. Was there anything else, my friend?
I think that's it for now. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
All
What
right.
about yourself, Josh?
Myself. Oh, okay. Well, honestly, it's been a bit of a shit show.
Tell me.
And I'm actually starting to feel a little bit of pressure, and I
Oh.
haven't yet. This whole, I felt pressure like on set, like with Osman and stuff like that. But
We've got a
this
deadline
should
now,
be
right?
the fucking easiest part of it, and it's just not.
Mm.
And it's like it's been so infuriating for me and Lockie, just like having to change so much shit for people. So we've been trying to clean up this fucking dialogue, bro, because there's like rustles within not a lot. It's like about, I would say if 100 was perfect dialogue, it's about at 75 to 80%, right?
Yeah.
That 20% is things that can be cleaned up, like rustles in the fucking lapel, things obviously Kieran missed on the day or whatever. He didn't lapel certain people, like, and the boom wasn't good enough or whatever. Which is fine, but our thinking was we need to get this dialogue clean to then figure out what we're going to ADR.
Yeah.
Then after that, we send it to the mixer, gets mixed. But I've got told by many people. I don't know why I didn't think this first. I then spoke to some fucking... Actually, no. I'll track back. So we inquired about the dialogue editor from this guy in Jordan. Just fucked us around. Then realised he didn't want to do it.
Oh.
And bear in mind, I'm waiting on responses days after days after days. Then I hit someone else up. And then he said he can't do it either.
It's annoying.
And like we've wasted a whole week of just waiting on people responding, telling us that they don't want to do it or they can't do it. And then I finally inquired to this proper... like Fiverr Pro Dolby, like works for Dolby, like proper sound engineer guy. And he put us on the right path, and he's like, fuck this, stop doing, like, don't worry about the dialogue edit, because that's stuff that's usually actually fixed up in the mix. And I think what we wanted to do was make sure that we don't have Adrian back out on us like these guys have. So we wanted to do as much for him beforehand so he didn't go, oh, this is not too big of a thing. But in realistic, and Lexi told me this thing as well. She's like, why are you getting the dialogue get it like cleaned up? She's like, they do that in the mix. So I emailed Adrian yesterday and I just explained to him why I haven't fucking responded to him for a week because we've been trying to do this for him or whatever. He sent me a follow-up email, which is really good. He's like, have you seen the message? Whatever. So I think now we've decided that we've collated everything where Federico's done the mastering. So I got all that last night. And we're going to send it to Adrian. And then I think what we're going to do is whatever Adrian can't fix in the mix, then we dialogue clean up. Then we ADR. But it's just been a week of just fuck arounds and waitings, and all these different people that were going to do the dialogue edit wanted the timeline set up differently in different codecs and files and ways they want it done. And Lockie's just been fucked around, and I've been fucked around, and I'm like the middleman between everything. And it's like sometimes it's hard to communicate, like, and whatever. So now I've emailed Adrian, and hopefully he gets back to us in the next couple of days, because we were supposed to be mixing on the 1st, and it's now the 7th, and we haven't even cleaned the dialogue. So yeah, I don't know. Once this mix is up and away, I'll be feeling much better, and I'll concentrate on organising this premiere, which I got to do as well, which shouldn't be that big of a thing. It'll be fun to organise, but oh man, it's just been fucking around, and this should be the most easy. This should be the easiest part.
It happens like that sometimes.
I know. Exactly, and then I texted Connor how the grade's going. He said he hasn't really done much because he's been busy, but he was going to get cracking on it last week. Still haven't heard from him. Right. So hopefully that's done in time as well. I might just send him deadlines. Yeah. And then I spoke to Jay about doing the BTS doco, and he's been really busy with DJ stuff, so he hadn't had any time.
I went and saw him DJ.
Yeah, was that good?
Yeah.
That's
fun with Fetty.
Good stuff, mate. I'm glad he's doing stuff that he loves. But yeah, he gave me a call after 3 days of me just chasing him. Yeah. And yeah, he's just been super busy, and now he has some free time. He said, look, I've promised I'm going to get it done for you. I'm like, look, I don't expect anything. I'll be happy with a fucking PowerPoint with photos on it. Like, so
just something to show.
Yeah, exactly. He's worried about the audio. But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, mate. Yeah. It's supposed to be something fun to end the night with.
Yeah.
And I might keep it between 20 and 30 minutes. It'll probably end up being longer than the film. But it was important because I had hired the cinema out for a certain amount of time thinking that he was going to do the doco. So he has to now do it. Otherwise it's costing me money. Yeah. But yeah, so that's that. That's where I'm at. I haven't really done anything else with that. I have a session with Taha tomorrow to get, and then after that, I'll start writing my next film. Definitely have that done by the end of the year. Well, hopefully I'll have the shooting script by the end of the year, because it doesn't take me that long to write.
Do you know when you want to shoot it?
Probably around the same time as Ozma. Probably like this, because I want to save up again, and I think that will give me enough time to sort it all out. Because this, I think exact same timeline as Ozma, except it will be much smaller production, probably like 2 days shoot or 3. Yeah. So it shouldn't be that hard to organize. But yeah, same timeline, probably shoot around June again, and then hopefully it should be done before then. But yeah, I just want time to save up. I've been thinking like I want to keep it. I think what we talked about, like around 8K or something like that. And yeah, I was like thinking, well, I've already used the crowdfunding muscle twice. I can't do that again. Yeah. I'm not going to ask my parents for money. Yeah. So it's all up to me. Hopefully I get a bloody good tax return next year, which I should do because I've worked way more than I did last year. And that plus me saving up, easy. Well, not easy, but I work a lot. Manageable. I work hard. So investing in myself, and that's the way to go, brother.
That's it, mate.
That's what I've been doing. All right, do you want to crack onto the dependent variable? We have
Let's do
time.
it. Yeah,
it's
let's
1
do it.
hour, 8 minutes. So, Dan, do you want to explain what we're doing?
Okay, so for the
Sorry, the variable, whatever it's called.
the variable that we still haven't completely named properly yet.
Yeah, unnamed.
So we're doing a variation of the 6 degrees of separation. Kevin Bacon, whatever you call it.
It's a game. It's a game. Yeah.
The idea of the game is that, it's typically done with Kevin Bacon, but you can really do it with any actor, which is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But you can link any actor to any other actor in the industry through like different films that they've been in with their co-stars. It'll make more sense when we start to play it.
Yeah.
So we're going to use a random actor generator to come up with an actor.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take turns generating different actors and trying to link them to each other's movies in as little steps as possible.
And whoever gets the minimal amount of steps wins, and we'll do this
it's like golf
2-3 times or whatever. But you guys play along with us at home, you know. Pause it just when we give you the actors, and you know, comment down below, comment on Instagram, whatever, how many things you get. So let's do that. Do you want to get the actor generator?
Yeah, I'll get it going.
You will get it going. All right, good stuff. And then we'll stop and start, I guess.
Yeah. Should I press generate one? You press generate one. Yeah, you pull it up as well.
Oh yeah, I pull it up. All right, cool. Alrighty, I got one. Let's go. So
you've already generated one.
Ready? Generate. So
okay, hang on, wait. Did you? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm still drinking this fucking sparkling water, mate.
All right. So should I do the first one to come up with the main actor that we have to link?
Can I do one can I generate till it's somebody that I'm like familiar with?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Like I know this guy, but I don't know.
Is this for the main person?
Yeah. So wait, 1 and 2. Aren't they both the main person?
No. So we have to find a central person.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, but it doesn't matter.
Like the Kevin. We have to find the Kevin.
Find the Kevin.
Yeah?
Okay. All right. Yeah. See, I don't know these dudes. Okay. Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Central,
sure.
Is that the central guy?
Sure.
Who are we linking Mark Wahlberg to?
Okay, let's generate.
Yep.
All right. So I'll
actually shout out Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
No, it's Wahlberg week at F45 at the gym that I go to, and he's crafted all these workouts for us throughout the week that we have to do.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because anyways.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Who talk first? You talk first.
But who are we connecting him to?
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, to who?
We take it in turns.
To do what?
So say you go first, right?
Yeah.
You generate an actor now.
Okay. Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, okay. So now you have to link the two, and that's your go. And then when it's my go, I have to generate one.
Oh, so we're not doing the same person?
No. Because then it's like, if you say it, then I'm just going to use the same thing. Do you see what I'm saying?
Morgan Freeman. All right. Let's think of what Freeman's been in, brother. Okay. My God, this is going to be fucking hard. Yeah, I'm going to need some time to think. Yeah. Can I go on my notes and write down?
Yeah.
Okay. Mate, what the fuck has Morgan Freeman been in?
If they haven't been in anything together, just try and link. Do you understand how it works?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of
He's been in heaps, bro.
Why am I not be able to think of anything?
You could definitely link them with 2 movies. They've both been in heaps.
Mate, this is going to be impossible for me. I'm fucking terrible at this shit.
And you can't use Google, by the way.
Okay, wait. Okay. I think this is how I'm going to work it out. I'm going to do 2 big films that I know that they've both been in, and then link it from there.
Yeah.
Fucking do that. I think I got it.
Yeah.
This is going to be weird, but sure. I'm not on Google, by the way.
Yeah, that's all right. And write down your score as well.
Oh, bro, I'm going to be so bad at this. You're going to be like, what the fuck, bro?
It's all right.
Okay.
Morgan Freeman. That was my Morgan Freeman impression. Who do you reckon's a better narrator, David Attenborough or Morgan Freeman?
Attenborough.
Yeah. You know he's 97 now?
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
So is it the like how many steps I do? Okay, so
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg to Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg in Daddy's Home. He's worked with Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Right. Will Ferrell has been in Anchorman with Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd has worked with Chris Hemsworth in the Avengers movies. Chris Hemsworth has worked with Natalie Portman in Thor: Love and Thunder. Christian Bale was in Thor: Love and Thunder. Christian Bale was in the Dark Knight series with Morgan Freeman.
Yep. Okay.
Bam!
So what's
Bob's
that?
your
5?
uncle. That's one. Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5.
Nice. All right.
5.
Right.
That was actually all right.
Write
Not
5
bad.
down then.
Okay, 5. That's a small one. 5.
All right. I'll generate one now.
Nice. All right. So Mark Wahlberg 2. Who are you generating?
Ooh, Michael Keaton.
Oh, okay.
Damn. All right.
Have a think, my brother.
Yeah. Oh my god, I got it.
What?
I got it. This is a good one. Wait, what was it?
Go on, son.
I got it in 2 movies.
All right. Oh, fuck's sake.
Hang on. So, all right. So, Michael Keaton was with Tom Holland in Spider-Man. Tom Holland was with Mark Wahlberg in Uncharted.
Oh, fuck, that's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff, mate. That is very good.
Yeah.
See, I'm just dumb when it comes to this kind of shit. All right, that's
all right.
good.
You
All right,
generate the next one.
We'll do one more. Are we still doing Marky Mark?
Do you want to try a different actor?
We'll try a different one.
All right,
You
sure.
do
The generate.
the new main one.
Okay, we got.
Who's
I don't
the new
even
main?
know who this
You'll have to
person
cut
is.
around all this shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I generated someone I don't even know who they are. Let me go again. It's giving me like old.
Oh, yes. All right.
Okay, George Clooney.
I got Ryan Gosling.
Okay, do you want to do Gosling then?
No, we'll do George Clooney as the
Okay.
main one.
So Clooney to Gosling.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go for it.
Fuck. What has George Clooney been in? I don't think I've seen many George Clooney movies.
Yeah, me neither.
Wait. Haven't they been in a movie together? I actually haven't seen this movie, but I know it. Got it in one.
Ooh, nice. Who is it?
They've been together in a movie. The Ideas of March, I'm pretty sure. Let me double
Isn't
check.
it Ides of March, not Ideas of March?
Ides. Oh, fuck.
IDES, yeah.
Ideas of March. Same shit. Yeah, sorry, the Ides of
I'm
March.
surprised you got that. Who's the
Yeah.
actor?
George Clooney and Ryan Gosling, they've been
Oh,
together.
right, of course, yeah. Are they in
Same
that
movie.
movie together?
They are,
Oh,
I think. Yeah,
you can look it up. They
Ryan
are?
Gosling and George Clooney.
Nice. Okay, you got one.
There you go.
All right, let me generate one.
So Clooney, I don't know many Clooney movies to be fair.
Yeah, me neither. Oh.
Who've you got? Clooney and who? You can do it to someone you know.
Oh. Alden Ehrenreich.
Oh,
that
yeah,
plays young
Alden
Solo.
Eichner.
I'll do it. I'll do it. But the only thing I have to link is Solo. 'cause
Yeah,
I
that's what I was
going
going
to
to. Well, he's been in Oppenheimer.
He was too.
Mm.
Oh, and that's got a huge cast. All right, that's a good. You just gave me a hint. What?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with that. I haven't really seen much that George Clooney's done.
Yeah, I know. See, it's hard. He's like a big name.
Yeah, but haven't really watched his
The
movies.
only big thing that I
Oh.
knew
Yeah,
was Ocean's.
that was what I was gonna say. Yeah,
whatever it was. Ocean's 11.
yeah. Okay, that might be my link.
Batman and Robin. You know, you look a bit like Alden Ehrenreich.
Do I?
You do.
Thanks.
100%.
I'm trying to think who's in Oppenheimer.
Downey,
Yeah, but who else?
Cillian,
Yeah,
Emily Blunt,
yeah.
Safdie, Damon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, the easiest one is to do is link through superhero movies.
Yeah, yeah.
You could do like Clooney and then Schwarzenegger in Batman and Robin, and then Schwarzenegger to
Yeah. To who, though?
Schwarzenegger to is Schwarzenegger in the Expendables or something?
Is he? No, that's what's his name? Rocky.
I got it.
What is it?
Well, this is your turn. I got it.
Can I just give up and make it like 5?
Sure. Can I tell you my link though?
Yeah. Go.
Okay, so it would be Clooney to Schwarzenegger, and then Schwarzenegger, who is in, I'm pretty sure he's in the Expendables. Hold on. If he's not, then I'm fucked.
I'll try and just find a really long connect.
I got it. Hold on. Yeah, so he's in the Expendables, and I'm pretty sure Sylvester Stallone is also in the Expendables, and Sylvester Stallone was in Guardians 3, and he's worked with Chris Pratt, who has worked with Downey, who was also worked with Alden.
Oh my
in
god!
Oppenheimer.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we happy with that? Or are you gonna do one more?
We'll do one more to even it.
Yeah, cool.
Just
We'll
try and do a quick round.
All right,
Should we generate a new actor?
let's do it,
New
brother.
main actor. You do this one.
Okay. All right, the main actor is Jackie Chan. Oh, no, that's way too fucking hard. Sorry, mate. I only know he's in the crowd. Vin Diesel.
Okay.
All right, Vin Diesel. And now
All right.
the actor. I have to link it to, or you?
Oh.
Me?
Yeah, you go.
All right, let's do it. Oh, you want me to do it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Vin Diesel to... okay.
Paul Walker.
Andy Samberg.
Okay, that's a hard one.
All right, Vin Diesel to Andy Sandberg. All right. All right, I think I can do it. I'm thinking of an actress's name. Can I search her up? Because she's worked with Andy Samberg. I just don't know how to spell it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I got it right. All right. Okay, I'm doing this backwards.
That's alright.
This is gonna be fucking whack, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm going all around the world,
It's
cuz.
hard, eh? Hard game.
Okay. Fuck it. Maybe. Why not? Can it be through TV shows as well? Yes.
I feel like we should just keep it movies for the sake of consistency.
Come on. No, okay, it's one TV show.
Fine.
Alright.
Is it
Because
Brooklyn
there's
Nine-Nine?
no way this was. No, it's not.
Okay. Alright, I'll allow it.
It's like a connection through. Anyways. Oh, I think I got it. This is fucked. You're going to be
Alright.
impressed. Alright.
Hit me.
Alright. Wait, hold on.
I want you to hit me.
Jeez. Okay, this is a stretch, but it works. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna go Andy Serkis to Vin Diesel. Well, it works either way.
Andy Serkis or Andy Samberg?
Oh, Andy Samberg. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. So, Andy Samberg was in the movie Palm Springs with Kristen Milotti, and Kristen Milotti was the wife in How I Met Your Mother, and Kristen Milotti worked with Neil Patrick Harris, who was in Smurfs. Katy Perry was the voice of Smurfette in Smurfs. She was in a TV spot in Zoolander 2, who Owen Wilson was also in Zoolander. Owen Wilson worked with Tom Hiddleston in Loki. Oh, that's another TV show. Tom Hiddleston worked with Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Hemsworth was in Guardians 3.
Oh my
Vin Diesel
goodness.
as Groot.
Wow. Well done.
There you go. All right, your go, brother.
That's
Brother.
more than 6.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
Do you want
yeah.
Should we just cap it
1,
off at
2,
6?
3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6. 1, 2, 3.
Was it? Okay,
4,
nice.
5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 6.
Nice. All right. Let me generate. Oh, okay. Well, this is a TV show actor. Should I stick with it?
Do it, brother.
All right. Who was the main person again that we're connecting?
Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so I got Charlie Sheen.
Jesus, all right.
That's like, that's difficult though, cause like I don't know if there's any like.
Again, you would have to do it through. Oh, I got it.
Really?
Yeah,
Already?
yeah. Again, it all works through superhero movies.
Okay. So all I know is that Charlie Sheen's in 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
Who else is in 2.5 Men? What about like in the show that chick that's obsessed with Charlie?
Mm.
Have you watched the show? You know that.
Yeah, back in the day, man.
There's that chick that's like obsessed with him. I feel like she's been in a few things. I can't think of anyone else. Can I do another one?
Yeah. I would have done John Cryer, who plays Alan. And
Yeah.
John Cryer's in Supergirl as Lex Luthor.
Oh, I haven't seen Supergirl.
And then you go through like Grant Gustin. Then he worked with Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller was in The Flash.
Right.
And then you somehow
You're
work
good
your
at
way
this.
from Ezra Miller to Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Who?
No, wait. I have to keep going. Oh, I got Ezra Miller.
Oh, did you? Go, do Vin Diesel to Ezra Miller, because I couldn't figure that connection
Well, you just said
out.
it, didn't you?
No, I said, and then somehow you connect Ezra Miller to Vin Diesel.
Oh,
You got it?
I'm actually just going back on what I've said previously. Okay, I got it in 3.
Ooh, okay. What are we doing?
So it's Ezra Miller to Michael Keaton in The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Then Michael Keaton to Tom Holland in
It's always Tom Holland!
Tom Holland to Vin Diesel in
Yeah.
The Avengers.
Wow.
Yeah.
You love your Tom Holland connections, eh?
It's just easy.
Yeah, fair. Sweet. That was fun. That actually like stimulated the brain a little bit,
Should
you
we
know?
add up our totals? You know what? For the second one, because I couldn't guess it, I'll just say 6.
Well, I got 5, 6, and 1.
Wait, I got 2, 6. Okay, so my total was 11.
I got 12. So you beat me by 1, brother.
Nice.
Good
game.
stuff, mate. Good game. Alrighty. Well, that brings us to the end of episode 44 of the pre-production meeting. Guys, don't forget to rate us 5 stars on Spotify. We're at like 23 5-star reviews. We're a 5-star
We're
rated
doing
podcast.
well,
at the
but we
moment.
could do better.
We could do better. You want to catch the full podcast? Go to the pre-production meeting on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Pre-prod pod on TikTok and Instagram. We're more active on Instagram though. Haven't really touched TikTok for a while. But yeah, what are we gonna do, Dan?
I'm going to wrap a bow on this episode.
Sure are. Thank you for coming on, Dan.
Thank you, Josh.
I'll hopefully see you next week,
See you then.
and I'll hopefully see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.